to be bold, be kind, be generous, and do it with a passion. It's a story unfolding. Don't wish it away. Let the story keep playing. It's time for Ethnik Festival of Art and Culture 2022, the global online edition 2.0, featuring Calgary's new mayor, Zire Inc, Nwafor-Robinson, Assistant VP Tech, TD Bank Canada, and the duo Inuit throat singer sensation, PIQSIQ, and other local talent and act. Date, 26th of February, 2022. Streaming starts at 6 p.m. via bit.ly/streamifaq 2022. See you online. Welcome to Ethnik Festival of Art and Culture 2022, the global online edition 2.0. We are live streaming from the traditional territories of the Blackfoot Confederacy, Siksika, Kenani, Pekani, the Sutina, the Yaks and Nakota nations of Region 3, and all people who make their homes in the 37 region of Southern Alberta. We're coming to you live from the top of the observation deck of Calgary Tower, one of our sponsors for the 2022 edition of this festival. Tonight, we celebrate the diversity of Afro-Canadian and Caribbean people of this land, alongside other BIPOC members of this great nation of Canada, through the showcase of our music, our fashion, our food, and all other aspects of artistic and creative presentations. And joining me tonight to co-host this event is my friend and my brother, Tarik Robinson. How are you, Tarik?
I'm doing great. How are you, Lanre?
I'm very well. You know, we've been having a wonderful weather today, so you ready for an amazing content tonight?
Yeah, you know, I'm glad the weather has warmed up, and now we're going to heat it up with some great performances.
Amazing. Now, to kick the ball rolling tonight, we're going to be listening to a goodwill message from Justin Trudeau, the Honorable Prime Minister of Canada, to be delivered by George Shahal, Members of Parliament, Calgary Skyview.
Friends, I am George Shahal, Member of Parliament for Calgary Skyview. I am pleased to extend my warmest greetings from Prime Minister Justin Trudeau and the Government of Canada to everyone taking part in the 2022 Ethnic Festival of Arts and Culture in celebration of Black History Month in Canada. Black History Month offers a wonderful opportunity to learn more about the remarkable role Black Canadians have played in our history and to celebrate the significant contributions they have made and continue to make to our country in all fields of endeavor. It continues to be a challenging time for hosting and planning events. That is why I would like to thank the organizers for making this year's festival virtual so that it still could take place. You can take pride in your commitment to fostering fellowship in the community. Canada is truly a multicultural nation, made stronger and more resilient by our diversity. On behalf of Prime Minister Justin Trudeau and the Government of Canada, I offer my best wishes for a memorable celebration.
All right. Well, drawing heavily from the rich traditions of West African performance art, the Sange Academy is revitalizing tradition and capturing the imaginations of modern audiences. Sange is a diverse West African performance group made up of members from several countries throughout Africa, as well as from Mexico and Canada. The name of the group refers to female leader. It's a common name given to young girls in Liberia. Established in 2012, the group has grown from being a household name in Edmonton to becoming a leader for the forward progression of traditional West African music, dance, poetry, and theater in its home province of Alberta and the country at large. Here's Sange Academy.
Thank you.
Wow, wow, wow. What an amazing opening performance from Sange Academy all the way from Edmonton. You know, we've got loads of amazing content. Just don't touch that dial. There'll be an opportunity for someone to win ice cream for 1 year, but coming soon in the show. Now we're going to be listening to another goodwill message from our own mayor, the mayor of the city of Calgary, in the person of Honorable G.O.T. Gundek.
The observance of Black History Month this February is our reminder that Black history is Canadian history and Calgary's history. I am thankful to Black Calgarians who have shaped the city in the past, as well as those who are shaping a future that is inclusive, diverse, and welcoming of all the stories that define who we are. In 1974, Vernetta Anderson was elected as a Black woman to Calgary City Council, a truly transitional moment for our city. She was compassionate and committed, and she was described by then Mayor Sykes as intellectual, honest, and one who spoke common sense. It was an absolute privilege, decades later, to be elected in the same ward, knowing that Vernetta Anderson's legacy paved the way for my own service. Although there is much to celebrate when we reflect on stories like those of Alderman Anderson, we must also remain aware that there is still much heavy work to do. We need to address the issues of inequity that rise from systemic racism. Our administration is currently assessing our policies, our services and practices so that everyone has access to city services without discrimination based on the color of their skin or their country of origin. For Calgary to truly be a resilient and welcoming city, we must take meaningful action to address the disparities that exist within our communities. We are off to a strong start with our anti-racism program team, who have engaged over 2,000 members of the Indigenous and racialized communities in our city to share their recommendations for how Calgary can become a place to call home, free of racial discrimination and racial bias. But this is only the start, and we must remain committed to the work that's ahead of us. Racial inequities are driven by historical injustices. Without a retelling of this history, a retelling that brings in the missing actors, the narrative remains colonial and one-sided. Together, let us rewrite the history of Calgary. We will build on the legacy of the mothers and fathers who gave up their dreams and sacrificed so much. The people who marched, the ones who voted, the ones who came to public hearings on anti-racism, and those who conduct anti-racism research, as well as those who died advocating for equitable access to healthcare, education, and employment. This Black History Month, let's come together and celebrate Calgary's Black community with renewed hope. Thank you for giving me an opportunity to be here with you today.
Wakefield Brewster is one of Canada's most popular and prolific performance poets. Born and raised in Toronto, with parents hailing from the beautiful island of Barbados, he has resided in Calgary since 2006. He's a three-time Calgary Poetry Slam champion and team captain in 2006, 2008, and 2009. And he was appointed the very first resident poet and spoken word artist of the Grand Theatre House. He's toured across Canada and the US, and in addition to being an amazing poet, he's also a classical pianist, a percussionist, a registered massage therapist, and look out, he's a Taekwondo black belt. Here's Wakefield Brewster.
I swallow some blackboard paint so I can paint the word. Ain't a word spitting ink or chalk, I still talk. A fax machine paradox, proper truth stopper. Can't stop me or mock me. European MCs can't top me. When a brother gets a hold of technology, it's microphone recology. Dealing with your lamb and can't step up pathology. I offer no apology for bovine or swine, domesticated equine for mankind. My own mind, up in mixed artistic with linguistic, and I slung a hot rock like Basquiat when he brought the black thought. Bleeding paint upon paper, he changed and then deranged the sight of man, the earth raper. He closed the eye caper, and some years later, since my brother's life broke, I realize I am a smudge, a perfect brush stroke with pretty colors, pretty colors. I am orange and yellow and red. I surprised myself when poetically bled myself. I was tongue twisted up like a dread with thoughts that rot sticking up in my head, thrust back to life like Lazarus. Strife had me strike me a hazardous pose, wide open with wrists and neck exposed. Liquid life trickling eclectic flows from my veins. Pure fire, voodoo rains, funeral pyre. My heated aspiration to be an element, not simply elemental or even instrumental, but a song and a symphony with self-pity, sympathy. I'm conducting those in the first row who think they know. I make them all play second fiddle if they don't jump out the middle and flee like they was escaping the passage. Feces and vomit on the slavery comet found an inspiration in black and broken bones. The sounds of the lands that we call our homes, and we can all hear it, drawn to its timbre like whips to cracks, licks to backs, feet to axe. Funny how we stood taller when we lost our toes and held our heads high in a regal manner, defying the yokes, learning the language to create great stains. Kings and queens now bound in chains and walking like gods, unlike the them all play second fiddle if they don't jump out the middle and flee like they was escaping the passage. Feces and vomit on the slavery comet found an inspiration in black and broken bones. The sounds of the lands that we call our homes, and we can all hear it, drawn to its timbre like whips to cracks, licks to backs, feet to axe. Funny how we stood taller when we lost our toes and held our heads high in a regal manner, defying the yokes, learning the language to create great stains. Kings and queens now bound in chains and walking like gods, unlike the ghosts of our gracious hosts, now passed on to the land of duppies, weighted down by the shackles of brutality that they constructed. Inside the hall of shame, each one has been inducted back to the books, back to the beginning, back to the future, what we were and what we are. Back in the black, hiding in the back row, back in the black like these cats don't know. Black like my namesake, black like death row, black like rum cake, black like afro, black like my taekwondo brothers afro dojo. Because you can't make a blank slate, because on the willing you can't rape a rape. I take your shots like I'm in the Russian system, off the shoulder, wrist right to the throat. I'ma diss 'em, and I'ma talk louder, and I'ma walk prouder. I'm leading by design because this hour is mine. I leave you with the fever, then you catch a slap from the unoshobi ingalosi of rap. This here is the evolution, amoeba to man, grunts to griots, slavery to bravery, cryptic like messages written on rice, rolled up in blunt papers, burned like our foremothers at the stake, hung like our forefathers dancing from trees, a painful slow waltz done in black and broken knees. Please, 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 help me find the method. I talk so much that my teeth itch and my hair hurts, lyrical spurts. I try and I try and I try. You say you want a sensitive man and then you hate me when I cry. I gotta internalize and re-energize and represent, because you know my words quick, clever, can never be spent. And in this industry, no poor MC mediocrity can mess with me. Though it's not all I'll be in this here reality, I'ma flow it cause y'all know it. Black is poetry, see?
With style inspired by Northern beauty, sisters Tiffany Ayalik and Inukshuk McKay come together to create an Inuit-style throat-singing duo called PIQSIQ. Performing Asian traditional songs and airy new compositions, they leave their listeners enthralled with the infinity of possible answers to the questions, what is the meaning of life? Here is PIQSIQ. Okay, go.
The Rondel Roberts Band is a neo-soul band from Calgary, and if that term neo-soul rings a bell, it's what was applied to groups like Jill Scott, and Erykah Badu and Maxwell in the late 90s. It's a genre that borrows from a wide variety of classical and modern genres, such as Motown, post-bop jazz, hip-hop, and funk. So the band offers audiences authentic interpretations of these influences with performances that adorn reggae, dancehall, pop, and even some 60s rock music. If you're sitting down, you're not going to be for long. Get up and dance to the Rondel Roberts Band.
Baby, yeah. It's gotta be me, nobody but just want you for myself, baby. He's got to be me. Ooh. He's gotta be me. Ooh, 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 ooh. Thank you.
Black History Month, a time to remember, recognize, and reflect. While we'll celebrate, we also heard the call from communities and within to do more. More than just talk about inequity and injustice, but to add our efforts to the Black excellence all around us. At TD, we support people and opportunities that help inspire, amplify, and elevate Black communities. We are committed to do more than talk the talk.
With performances in intimate settings to famous concert halls such as Carnegie Hall in New York City and Kennedy Center, Deborah Inyak is one of the premier harpists in the world today. She is the resident harpist at Fairmont Palm Springs Hotel, and it's an honor to have her perform at the Ethnic Festival of Art and Culture 2022. Welcome, Deborah Inyak.
Spring sings lullaby. There blows a lily fair. The twilight gleam is in her eye. The night is on and like a lovesick lantern she has my heart in thrall. Nor life I own, our liberty, for love is Lord of all. And sometimes when the Beatles' horn has lulled the earth to sleep, I steal unto her shelling lorn, and through the Doric peak, there on the cricket singing stone, she spares the bogwood fire and hums in sad, sweet undertone the songs of heart's desire.
Sabrina Nance is truly a dynamic member of Canada's artistic landscape as a performer, a choreographer, a filmmaker, a dance instructor, and a festival coordinator. She grew up in Calgary as a first-generation Canadian of Trinidadian and Romanian heritage. Sabrina loves to explore the nature of jazz and Caribbean movement and music, as well as various funk styles. Through a fusionist lens, Sabrina's work manifests in dance, fashion, photography, and film. She's been racking up those frequent flyer miles, traveling across Canada, as well as to places like New York City, Trinidad, Finland, Romania, and Mexico. And she gathers the dance knowledge to share with the city. Let's check out Sabrina Nance.
Wow, beautiful performance and storytelling by Sabrina Nance and the Key 30 Orchestra. Lovely. You know, Ethnic Festival provide platform for individual artists and as well as community organizations. Our next performance is from Burundi Community Association of Calgary. They're going to be telling us some story through their performances. Enjoy.
My name is Lise, and I'm with my colleague here,
Mireille.
We're from a country called Burundi, located in East Africa. To our north, we have Rwanda. East and south, we have Tanzania and DRC on the west side.
We have just presented you what we call kazeya kazehe. It's a way of greeting, exchanging how we love each other, and expressing our emotions.
Right.
And also, it was in this type of greetings how Burundians were expressing their sorrows.
That's right.
Thank you.
Thank you for having us.
Priscilla Bukasa is an established artist in the Calgary spoken word scene. Her distinguished work and style has truly set her apart as a one-of-a-kind artist. Her inspiration comes from personal experience, her cultural background, other artists, and her faith. She hopes to inspire young poets to use their voice to make a positive change in the community. So here's Priscilla Bukasa, joined by Robson Maurice and the Key 30 Orchestra.
So this is a mixture of one of my compositions called Fight with one of her poems called The Seat at the Table. Please enjoy.
When they come to unearth the mystery of how we flew too close to the sun and survived, with gleaming lantern hearts cut from the same material that made the walls of Jericho crumble to its knees. Don't be surprised at their gnashing teeth grappling at your coat. The standard of likes won't keep you afloat. These fingers around your throat isn't from affection. When they come to excavate the black gold kissed upon your skin, exhume old tales that don't include the ones of your grandmother. When they try you, Softly remind them that this is not you asking for permission. This is not you stumbling on words that don't pronounce anything other than deity. This noose be no necklace, be no fashion statement, no more than a bulletproof vest is. Tonight we all be Luke Cage, uncaged and uncensored, harmoniously conscious. Ancestors banging on doors like, wake up son, we done ran for this. Our sweat be more like a Mississippi River trying to find its way out from a place so fastidious to paint the soil red in the name of freedom acts that don't include all its citizens. We learn to run and they will call it a sport. Call it a touchdown when there's less of us. So we learn to fly until gravity's checks stop be a breeding ground for target practice. The enemy of progress. Our winds come in inches, but the race is long. Our weary soul have seen more rain than clouds can hold, but still we shine. When they come to exile your voice for being too loud and press, unearthing how evil is always disguised as something pretty and dumb be the best excuse to save the ignorant. Talk a little louder. Your words are silent samurai with sharp edges. You have spent too much time shrinking into something trivial, refuging in small corners in crowded rooms, minutes away from a disappearing act when in fact it is impossible for you to conceal your greatness that is interlaced in the essence of your being, untapped and undiscovered. Greatness is here to collect. Let it wake you up with the force of 1,000 turntable, all in one accord with the same beat, silencing sinister spectators that said otherwise. Your demeanor demands the attention. The future is looking at you, begging you to untie the veil of mystery and reveal your next move. When they come to excavate the black gold kiss upon your skin, exhume a history that doesn't beat the heart of our grandfather, the spine of our grandmother. A diluted truth be a sunken place. When they try you, softly remind them that this is not you asking for permission. This is not you wallowing in the fickle things of yesterday's manner. This is you, seated at the table. And if they want, if they so choose, well, they can pull up a seat too.
Perpetual Atif is an amazing saxophone player and a talented singer. Her influences range from Fela Kuti to Dolly Parton, and her music draws from classical, African folk and traditional music, gospel, smooth jazz, and soft rock. She's known for her rich and lyrical tone, and she was actually the winner of the 2021 CCIS New Canadian Artist Award. Let's check out Perpetual Atif.
Thank you so much for being here. My name is Perpy, and with my band, Ben Tizard on guitar, Robson Morris on drums, and Chris Wood on the keys. I'll be playing a song I wrote recently, last year, and it's titled Lote. Lote is an Igbo word for remember, and it's as simple as it is, remember. And this is something very traditional where I grew up, and it's like a child leaving the house or going away on an adventure or for school, or you're just leaving the country and your parents call you to the side and they say to you, remember whose child you are, or remember where you come from.
Thank you, Perpetual, for that amazing rendition. Still coming to you live from Keynote, my beautiful city of Calgary. We're going to be listening to another goodwill message from the Honorable Ahmed Hussen, Canada Minister for Housing, Diversity and Inclusion. Enjoy.
Hello everyone, bonjour tout le monde. Happy Black History Month. This year's theme is February and Forever, and it acknowledges the reality that Black Canadian history and contributions cannot be narrowed down to 1 month. And this year's theme also focuses on the everyday reality of Black excellence. So let us take this opportunity to celebrate and acknowledge the significant contributions that Black Canadians have made and continue to make to over 400 years of the story of Canada. Let us also join together to create a more equitable and inclusive Canada for all Canadians. Thank you, merci beaucoup, and have a safe and happy Black History Month.
Mr. Hussen, our next performance is from another Eastern African country called Tanzania. You're going to be listening and seeing how they showcase their culture through the dance and the fashion. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome Tanzanian Association of Calgary for their performance.
Welcome to Tanzania. Tanzania has over 120 tribes, over 120 languages, with different customs, traditions, and outfits. Please enjoy some of the few we have picked to showcase to you today. Kanzu, male, religious, and formal. The kanzu is the national costume of Tanzania and is the formal wear of most of the tribes in the country. It is worn by all religious faiths, also worn for formal events like weddings and such with an added coat. Congo Coast women, traditional cotton cloth with patterns, very commonly worn on the coastal and mainland regions. In the past, Congos have been known to carry sayings with sharp messages and also used as a tool of empowerment through its written message. Maasai female. While women feature an explosion of color and jewelry, they wear tens of bracelets and big flat bead decorated collars in various patterns and colors that identify the clan they belong to and their social status. Maasai male. The shuka is a traditional robe that is predominantly red. Red is the most important color, symbolizing courage, bravery, and strength. The Maasai also believe that red scares off predators like lions, even at long distances. Formal wear. Traditional, handmade, and worn to formal events such as weddings. Its material is cooling to withstand the hot weather.
On behalf of the Tanzanian Community Association of Calgary, we wanted to welcome you to Tanzania and say thank you. Karibu sana, karibuni, and kwaheri. Thank you.
Born and raised in Nigeria, Funmi Dominic grew up with a love for singing and for lending a helping hand to people. From the age of 8, she just knew that she wanted to become a great musician and a medical doctor, and guess what? Today she's both. She's a gospel singer, a songwriter, a medical doctor, and an extremely unique and irresistible and simply phenomenal vocalist. Her music is eclectic, blending African rhythms with elements of jazz, R&B, and funk. So here she is, Funmi Dominic Olaoye.
Hello everyone. It's exciting to be celebrating the Black History Month. Today I'll be doing a song titled Malaika, popularly sung by Miriam Makeba. The song is in the Swahili language and it means my angel. I hope you enjoy it. Thank you.
Chi
Thank you once again, Funmi Dominic, for that performance. Each year during Ethnic Festival, we get to share some amazing gifts with our audiences, whether in person or online. And this year is not an exception. With one of our sponsors, Righteous Gelato. They've supported us in the past, and this year again, they are giving out ice cream for 1 year for 2 winners. As a matter of fact, my co-host tonight, Tarik Robinson, was one of the recipients of one ice cream for 1 year. Tarik, how was that?
Oh, delicious. Every month I had to share it. I couldn't eat all of it, so yeah, you're going to become the most popular person if you win this contest.
Yeah, so a number will be displayed on the screen right now. And I'm going to say one question, and the first person with the right answer, by sending the right answer to the phone number on the screen, gets to win ice cream supply for 1 year. That is the first one, courtesy of Righteous Gelato. And there goes the question. Very simple one. What is the capital city of Tanzania? The capital city of Tanzania. Remember, send your answer to the phone number displayed on the screen right now. We still got one more question. Just keep watching Ethnic Festival and share it. And I also want to say thank you for those who are watching this festival from Pakistan, from Texas, from Hart, from London, from South Africa, from Kenya, from Calgary, and all other parts of Canada. Thank you so much. Our next presentation is from Edmonton's poet laureate by the name of Shenuga. She's a writer, a poet, a playwright, and a performer who calls both Lagos, Nigeria, and Edmonton in Canada home. She has received the Canadian Authors Association Emerging Writer Award and was an Open Society, a Silver Foundation resident poet on Gorée Island in Senegal. She's a leading voice in local and international poetry communities and has facilitated poetry workshops throughout the world. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome my sister, my friend, Shenuga.
There are prayers, generations in the making, that push through time to arrive in the moment of their awakening. That is to say, my presence, every measure of magic that exists in my life is likely the answer to a prayer made at the altar of an ancestor for whom I only existed as a dream. What grace to be known and loved before your birth. Isn't that the history of blackness across the globe? Isn't that the very ingredient of our improbable acts of survival, that we have always made an offering into a future we may never see? In our story, in our song, in our arts, is the prophetic declaration that in a time beyond now, this gift becomes a rope, a hammer, a piece of bread, something to make a life, a lighthouse. For the children who will one day walk this soil, black as the night sky, we offer them the stars to know that we were once here and how beautiful we were. We were once here and how excellent, how brave. We were once here and beyond our struggle was a right to ease, to a life beyond strength and survival, that our rest and refuge was worthy of celebration too. And we were black every day. On a Monday, when the city stomped the concrete, on a Sunday, when the church choirs troubled heaven, every day, in the face of what threatens to undo us, we are here. A soft place in a hard world. We make love and we make magic. We birth our babies and kiss our elders. We make each day a ritual of remembering. We create this time capsule and offer it to generations who may never see us, but will know us and thus know themselves.
Zire Inc. is an emerging hip-hop artist from Calgary with deep roots in spoken word poetry. His passion for crafting lyrics with an intriguing flair while exploring topics such as masculinity, street survival, youth struggles and relationships have made him a definitive act to watch moving forward. Known for his transparency and genuine forwardness, Zire believes that truth can change the way that we speak about our narratives, turning our messes into our messages. Here's Zire Inc.
Seasons change, people change, you the same. Seasons change, people change, you the same. So you're the only one I want. Yeah, keep it 100, go ahead, call me Will. Burning inspiration before they get built. Yeah, all of my life I've been living with guilt, fighting my demons with only a hill. How can I win? How can I win? Down in the valley, they ain't never seen her. Ain't took out so deep before she could told her arenas. Maybe I'm missing the meaning, feeding for all this applause. But in the midst of the roots and the arts, so that it's telling me take a little pause. Sing the soul, still see this is God. How can you're the only one I want. Yeah, on my mind like 24/7, every day of my life. You're the one. Yeah, you're the one. Yeah, you're the only one I need. Yeah, on my mind like 24/7. You're the only one for me. Cause you're my need. Yeah, tell me again how you came in the world to the boom of the girl. Lord the girl, part of the mirror, God is so gracious. Devil, he let me unfurl. Me, I'm just hoping to say that I won. Crying for help when he sent to the sun. What do you know? My strength from the bottom with nothing except what you got in your pocket. Beat the ground, you're waiting to drop it. Don't go step and stop it. Christ came through. Concrete fly, I grew. Spending my days in your heavenly tongues. Living my life in the mark of the month. Before kingdom come. I'm a glowing God. So say you the one I want. Yeah. On my mind like 24/7. Every day of my life. You're the one. You're the one. Yeah, you're the one. You're the only one I need. Yeah. On my mind like 24/7. Every day. For me. Cause you're my need. Yeah. You're the only one I want. Yeah. On my mind like 24/7. Every day of my life. You're the one. Yeah, you're the one. You're the only one I need. Yeah. On my mind like 24/7. You're the only one for me. Yeah, you're my need. Yeah. Zire Inc, that's what we're on. To our creators. Ethnik Festivals 2022.
Thank you for that performance, Zire Inc. We have a winner for the ice cream for 1 year by the name of Kimberly in Calgary. We still got one more questions for a person to win ice cream for 1 year, courtesy of Righteous Gelato. And on to the next performance or presentation. It's an amazing friend and a sister and an influential personality in our community. Nkechi Nwafor-Robinson is an experienced information technology professional with more than 20 years in the IT space. She has held a variety of progressively senior roles within various organizations, including Rogers Communications, IBM, and most recently, Associate Vice President, Segment Technology Executive at TD Bank Group. She's an entrepreneur, author, professional bodybuilder, and inspirational speaker, whose You Matter speech went viral with over 5 million views. Please welcome Nkechi.
Woo! Oh my gosh, great day, amazing humans. I am so excited to share energy with you in such a meaningful event and in a meaningful way. Today, I am here to share a talk called Run Your Own Race. And this is a talk, and I'm going to leave you with 4 things to enable you to do so, even in the face of adversity. So get out those pens or your digital notebooks. Number 1, be convinced about what? About who you are and what you want. You have to be able to answer those questions for yourself. Who am I? Well, Today, to keep it simple, my name, Nkechi, given to me by my amazing Nigerian parents, means gift of God. And so I'm connected to a boundless energy. And because of that, it is possible for me. And that is what gives me strength to continue to press me forward. And you do the work to know who you are. And then what do I want? Well, tonight is no exception. I have this desire to help 1 billion people think in ways that are empowering. Why? Because empowered people empower people. And that is how we create sustainable change in this world. And so from this event, I'm hoping that you will feel empowered, not just by me, by every amazing performer that has graced this virtual experience before me and coming up behind me. Because empowered people truly empower people. So be able to answer those questions for yourself. Who are you and what do you want? Because if you don't, the world will ascribe something on your human. So that's number one, be convinced. Number two, be relentless. There's an amazing African proverb that I love that says, every day in Africa, a lion gets up and a gazelle gets up. And the lion knows it has to outrun the slowest gazelle if it's going to live another day. And the gazelle knows it has to outrun the fastest lion if it's going to live another day. But the moral of the story is that it doesn't matter if you're a lion or a gazelle. When the sun gets up, you best be running. You need to run your own race, not looking left or right to see who's running along with you, not running for a prize, but running for something bigger and more massive than yourself. And here's the thing, we are going to be faced with adversity. We've seen it in the last couple of years. We see it in the news today. So problems are going to continue to arise, but every problem has an expiry to it. So your swag needs to be that kind of swag that says, I take more at adversity than adversity takes out of me. So that's number two, be relentless. Number three, be patient. Woo! I will tell you this, in life, and you know this, you will hear more no's than you hear a yes. But tonight I want to redefine no for you. N-O, next opportunity. And your swag from here forth is going to be that kind of swag that knows that when you get a no, you know it's a setup for a powerful yes. Because here's the thing. How many times have you gone that yes and you're like, thank God I got that no, right? And then what are you doing in the wait? That is most important. When you're at a supermarket and you're waiting in line, are you irritable and frustrated and like, or are you saying, oh, let me just take out my phone and text an unsuspecting human and let them know I'm thinking about them with a heart emoji? Or are you that person that maybe picks up a podcast and starts to gain some knowledge? So by the time you get to the cashier, a networking opportunity to share knowledge, to impart, to empower another human. You see how I connected that to be convinced? That's right. So what are you doing in the wait? Serve. And because you're significant, when service and significance marry, success. And number four, be positioned. If you're not in rooms where change is occurring, then you'll be stuck in yards where consequences are received. You need to be in those rooms where you're able to create and innovate and curate and not stuck in the seat where you're complaining about everything that's happening around you, every politician that's speaking, every news article that you read. No, you're going to be in those rooms where you're creating what is possible for a bigger outcome, a greater outcome. You need a 360-degree network. The more expansive your network, the less stress you'll feel. And be positioned. Know whose network you're positioned in and who's positioned in your network. I know I'm positioned well in Lanre's network. Otherwise, I wouldn't be here tonight. So that is so important. When you know your purpose, you know your position, because only you can do what you can do the way you do it. So there you have it. 4 to-bes. This is your to-be list going forward. We are good at writing to-do lists. I got to do this. I got to do that. I got to do this. I got to go there. I got to do this. But how often do we sit down and write our to-be list? That to-be that defines who we're going to be to the do that we need to do. So your to-be list, be convinced about who you are and what you want. Be relentless in the face of adversity. Be patient and serve. And be positioned. Expand your network and get into those rooms where change is occurring. And tonight, I leave you with this amazing go forward mantra as a gift. Imagine beautiful, soulful music that has taken your heart to a different place as I speak this into your room. amazing human, this is your time. This is your season. The climate is ripe. This is your stage. You're on it. Claim it. Own it. Move through it. Thrive through it. Take action. Don't stop. Don't drop your mic. Do not lose your voice. And most importantly, keep pressing forward. You've got this. My name is Nkechi Nwafor-Robinson, and it has been such great honor to share energy here with you tonight. That's my message. That was my time, and I'm out. Thank you.
All right, we're excited to have a cultural presentation from the Egyptian community presented by Radwa Nasser. And here's a few quick facts about Egypt. The Egyptians invented the 365 days in a year calendar. The world's oldest dress was found in Egypt. There are 5 million Facebook users in Egypt, and the most popular sport in Egypt is football, having produced Liverpool star Mohamed Salah. Just a few quick tidbits on Egypt, and let's check out their cultural presentation.
amazing performance led by Radwa Nasa. I hope you've been enjoying these amazing performances, and we still got a lot more for you. Hang in there. We got one more questions for another person that will win ice cream for 1 year, but you only get a win if you continue to watch this live streaming. At this point, I want to appreciate our sponsors and our supporters. On behalf of the Board and Management of Ethnic Festival Association, I would like to say a big thank you to everyone who joined us online today and who will be watching this stream afterwards. Our heartfelt gratitude goes to all the supporting and sponsor organizations. I would like to thank TD Bank, Shenuga Blast, and Righteous Gelato for their support. I would also like to thank the Canadian government, Alberta government, City of Calgary, Calgary Arts Development, Edmonton Public Library, Calgary Tower, Global Calgary, The Touch Media Limited, Tunacheki TV, Flavor Restaurants, and all the amazing organizations for your continuous support, contribution, and encouragement. We appreciate you so dearly. And here comes a big news, a big announcement, because we want to give you amazing content. Ethnic Festival Association, in preparing for our festival annually, would like to announce the next edition of Ethnic Festival, which we hope that will be coming to you live in person here in Calgary. The next Ethnic Festival of Art and Culture will be taking place on the 25th of February 2023. The venue is the McLeod Hall of the TELUS Convention Center, starting at 11 a.m. Follow us on Instagram, Ethnic Festivals, on Twitter at EthnicF, and on Facebook, and to get more information about the festival. Like I said, we love you, we appreciate you, and let's continue in our performances for tonight. Let's welcome Robson Morris and K30 Orchestra for the next performance.
Tonight, I have the pleasure to have with us Dallas Hayes Hart, who's going to sing a song called Memories of a Time, which is an opera song. Enjoy.
Je me rappelle, il est beau temps, les jours d'été, et champs de fleurs, les promenades et les balades, me font toujours penser à toi. Tantôt chez moi, ton réconfort, tantôt chaleureux et ton sourire, dévore mon cœur, les moments quand je sais
For those that don't know me, my name is Ray Val. I'm a local songwriter and musician. I'm so happy to be sharing my first single that's going to be releasing. I'm so thankful to be here, and the musicians and dancers and sponsors and everyone and the musicians that put this together. So thank you and enjoy my song.
Day she says, I give anything to have that purpose. She always knows what comes next. Every autumn the leaves fall, I watch them drizzle down. I'd love to know my true colors: yellow, red, orange, and golden brown. Every bird in the morning sings this lovely melody. The evening breeze whispers through the trees, puts us all asleep. Seems like it's all so easy when you're doing what you're meant to do. But tell me, brother, help me, sister, how did the sky know he was blue? 'Cause I know somewhere there's more for me than what I see. I just gotta wait, I just gotta pray, gotta be brave. I wonder if those stars live in fear, or if they really want to fly. Every spring the flowers always grow, but what if flowers like the snow? Every crying I shed's a tear. Would there be music if no one had ears? But even if you weren't watching, every river will always flow. But did you ask to see if that's really where it wants to go? Yeah, it seems easy, but what are you really meant to do? Go left, go right, or go forward? We've been right these silly rules, 'cause I know somewhere there's more for me than what I see. I just gotta wait, I just gotta pray, gotta be brave. Yeah. I know somehow I will find a way. There's another way. I just gotta wait, gotta have some faith, take it day by day. Yeah. Every flame is meant to burn, and the moon is meant to shine. Every game is meant to be played. Every race has a finish line. Every day the mountains age. I'm sure that they have so much to say. And when you see the eagle soar, ever wonder if you ever wanted more? I just know there's so much more than what I see. So be patient, I'm still trying to find me. Yeah. Be patient, there's so much more than what you see.
Wow, still at the Ethnic Festival of Art and Culture 2020, the Global Online Edition 2.0. We're coming towards the end of today's live streaming, but I promise that there will be one more question for a winner for ice cream for 1 year, courtesy of Righteous Gelato. Now, there's a phone number displayed on your screen. The fastest finger to get the answer to this question get a win one ice cream supply for 1 year. Here goes the question. What are the colors on the flag of Trinidad and Tobago? What are the colors on the flag of Trinidad and Tobago? The first answer by text to this phone number, get a win ice cream for 1 year, courtesy of Righteous Gelato. Like I told you, my co-host Tarik was a recipient of that gesture from Righteous Gelato, and also Tola Adedekwe also won as well. So as we're coming to an end, we still have one more presentation for you. Here comes Mozambique Communities Association of Calgary in their own presentation. We've come to the end of today's live streaming, Ethnic Festival of Art and Culture 2020. Thank you so much for hanging out with us on today's live stream. We appreciate your support and all those who join in from all around the world, from Calgary to Canada and to the other part of the world. We say thank you so much for your support. To our sponsors, we appreciate you. To all men and women who put in their efforts, did so much to ensure that we have an amazing content on this festival live stream. I want to say thank you so much. And to our winners, expect a message from us. Thank you so much for participating. We appreciate you. I love you so much. Next year is going to be an amazing time in person by God's grace. Until then, I'm your host, Lanre Ajayi, and greetings from Tarik Robinson. Bye for now.